It's a very twinning moment, Olivia.
Twins.
Oh no! There's a new feature on the phone where
Off to a good start.
yeah, it kind of does when I think I'm zooming in, I did it yesterday. I kind of flipped the phone
Flip the
around
phone
on my
around.
on my mug. But twinning indeed, that's rescued lions Alana and Aurora enjoying yet another day, maybe a little bit snowier of a day, living wild at heart here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Hello, everyone. Judson and Olivia here.
Hi, everyone.
How is your Friday going? Let's look at we're getting a real time moment of how, in the eyes of the rescues here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, there is nothing cooler, nothing more exciting than a UTV filled with caretakers and filled with the food that they love so much, and the enrichment they love so much, and just a lot of positive things to relate with those UTVs. We'll get some highs in here. Sherry G checking in from Nebraska. Hey Sherry, glad
Hi,
to have you with
Sherry.
us. Saw Lois A's
Hi,
watching.
Sherry.
Ellen Carlson, love my sponsor girls. Hey
Aw.
Ellen, great to have you on this live. I almost feel like I haven't seen you on a live in a bit. So glad to have you with us, and what a perfect profile picture to go. Not only with this live post, but knowing that they are some of your sponsors. That's so wonderful.
Yeah, thank
Thanks,
you for being
Ellen.
a sponsor parent.
And now, Olivia, let's pick out who's who. Who are we looking at? Who is closest to the kind of pole there on the left, and then who's
We
on the right?
Aurora on the left, Alana on the right.
That's correct. That's exactly right. And Alana and Aurora, I mentioned at the beginning of the post, they're very much twins. These two lions are only distinguished by very small little physical characteristics. I can kind of look at the wrinkling on the top of the forehead. I'll look at kind of where their eyes are positioned on their heads. But ultimately, these two sisters are basically spitting images of one another. So you even heard Olivia.
Yeah.
We both have a lot of Wildcat Sanctuary IDs under our belt, but sometimes you just got to slow down
These
and
two are tough. Yeah.
double and triple check what you're
You
saying.
kind of stressed me out there for a second. I was not 100%
Yeah,
confident,
I
but
admit that I heard some hesitation,
yes,
like you thought I
yes.
was testing you, but no, you did a great job, and you're not wrong. Our work's kind of cut out when
Good.
it comes to IDing these two sisters. Good afternoon, Marcy Sanborn. Hope all is well out east, and that you're all dug out of your snow too. Uh, Getting ready to do let's see here. Paw coop painting, paw coop so painting. Am I reading those
I think so.
hyphens right?
Paw keeps so painting.
With your therapy volunteer, Cooper.
Oh, cool.
That's so fun, Marcy. And isn't it cool to see, we're not just cat lovers here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, we're animal lovers of all kinds. So thanks for doing that. Kelly S. saying hi to myself and Olivia. Thank you for that, Kelly.
Good afternoon.
And of course, the gorgeous girls in front of us here.
Yes.
And we're checking in from Prairie. Alana and Aurora have been loving their new space over here with a majority of our rescued lions here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. The Ukraine Pride's right across the way. Of course, we have Sofi and Kimba. Oh, I apologize. Sofi and Gino. But
Honest mistake, Judson.
exactly, I've been
Yeah.
making that mistake a lot, and but Sofi and Gino right across the way, and so a lot of lion action happening here in Prairie. But yes, there's snow on the ground. But Olivia, what's the day like today? It's pretty nice out.
It's pretty nice. I think it gets up into the 40s today. If you look at the ground, you can see the snow is melting a little bit. It's sunny out. I
Yeah.
think this weekend it's warming up even more.
Yep, exactly. And next week, I was seeing highs, in the 50s. Still kind of getting a little cooler at night, but those daytime highs are going to make quick work of the snow that we got over the weekend and the kind of beginning part of this week. So, yeah, just as Olivia pointed out, we got in there and were able to shovel Gino and Sofi's habitat, and you'll see any bit of grass or ground exposed is already showing itself as with that weird winter that we had, the ground was kind of, not nearly as frozen as it normally would be this time of year. So that's probably helping with the snow moving along, I would imagine.
So, what's your prediction, Judson? Do you think this is the last snow of the year? Do you think there's one more?
Ooh, well, Olivia, I'll admit, as a Minnesotan, there is, never say never when it comes to March snowfalls and even April snowfalls. Yes, I said it. Usually, the saying goes, April showers, but here in Minnesota, sometimes it can be April snow showers. So
Okay.
I will say I'm a fishing fool. I love fishing, and even all the way in May, I have had flurries on fishing opener one day, and that's usually the first or second weekend in May. So we are might not be out of the woods yet, but it's a lot of what I was just describing. The snow is going to come, it's going to, and then it's going to go. It's
All
going to be
right.
here for a little bit, but then it's going to go. So just a little, minor inconvenience, and more so, kind of a dose of much needed moisture, Olivia, that we've been needing
Yes,
here
for sure.
in northern Minnesota, and the whole state for that matter. And the girls certainly are looking cozy, and certainly common to see Olivia posted just a story, a Facebook story, Instagram story of these two gals running through the snow the other day, and of course, and understandably so, it's kind of causes quite the knee-jerk reaction for people to see lions, African lions, playing in snow, and I was just kind of laughing to myself. I get notifications from just about every single thing that happens on the Wildcat Sanctuary social media pages. And days where stories are particularly popular, we're seeing lots of story replies. Lions in the snow. I didn't know that. Lions in the snow. So it's always great to kind of reiterate that, yeah, those are lions in the snow. But they don't live in the snow, and we're not forcing them to be in the snow. Cats like Aurora and Alana, obviously, they have their habitat that's been kind of shoveled off, and so you're seeing them kind of looks like they're surrounded by snow. Plenty of pathways for these girls to get through. But then most importantly, they have their indoor bedroom. These two can go into their temperature controlled animal or central animal building that has an indoor bedroom just for them. That's going to allow them to get out of the snow if they feel like it, warm up those paws rather, so they can come out and have more fun in the snow.
But they also do like the snow.
They
They
do.
were chasing us a couple days ago and romping around. So, especially with young cats like these, they like to get outside and romp around.
Very much so. Olivia, I was kind of thinking to myself, I was like, how do I kind of phrase the snow to the folks, and from what it's like for some of the cats here. And I would say, Olivia, did you ever go in, way when you were a child? Did you ever go in any of the ball pits at like a
Yes, of
McDonald's or like
course.
a Chuck E. Cheese or something like that? So it's kind of like when you're in the ball pit, you can just,
Yeah.
you can be a little more, rough and tumble, if you will, and seeing those balls fly and crash around everywhere as you're running around. That's kind of the sensation that I feel like the cats get. I was even looking at the Ukraine Pride. I think Prada and Stefania were chasing each other around, and Prada, boom, went crashing into the snow, and it was just like, yeah, just seeing two kids playing in a ball
That's an excellent
pit.
comparison. I like that.
And Maria Posse saying hi to myself and Olivia. Glad to have you
Hello.
with us, Maria. Maria P, right above her, saying hello to us again and saying hi to the sweet sisters here. And
I hear a
I
dog.
was gonna say, Kiara making a cameo way off in the distance,
Yes.
hearing some barking at least. Hey Torben, 200 stars. Thank you for
Thanks,
those.
Torben.
Always, always appreciated. But yeah, typical we might hear lion carols during the live post. Well, now we're hearing canine
Dog
carols.
carols?
Yeah,
Yeah, canine
exactly.
carols. That's good.
Exactly, exactly. But I just love the space Alana and Aurora have here. You see them in their cabana. They got their big perch and platform back there. And unlike the tiger habitats, these aren't going to have an in-ground pool, as lions typically aren't large swimmers in the wild. They might go into water to chase their prey and things like that. But for the most part, we like offering pools. Sometimes we will put in above ground pools for the lions. But ultimately, we haven't seen any lions take the plunge, if you will. Oh,
Oh,
I
oh, sweet girl. That
I
was
don't
scary.
blame you. And what a difference in
I know.
kind of
That
a
was really
reaction there.
interesting.
So who are we left with?
Aurora, I believe.
Aurora.
Yeah, Aurora.
So as it happens, and it's unpredictable, and it's maybe something to know for next time when we go in to do our snow removal. But this snow kind of sloughed off the roof right there during the live, and you would have seen Alana say, "What in the world?" and she kind of hightailed it the other way,
Aurora hightailed
or
it the other way.
Aurora
Yeah.
rather. And Alana just kind of stood right up to investigate what just happened and what snow fell. So, we don't want to see, Miss Aurora feel upset or uncomfortable by that, but maybe we'll know just to make sure we roof rake the cabana next time.
That was a very indicative of their relationship, though, Judson. And I feel like Aurora is a little more confident than her sister. She's usually the first to come up. I'm not surprised by their reaction. And although we can't see Aurora right, or Aurora, oh my gosh, Aurora, Alana, Aurora.
Alana
Okay,
Aurora. I know.
Aurora is doing fine. She's out of the frame, but she's relaxed now.
But yeah, but
What was I saying? I don't
um,
even know. Alana, Aurora. Alana is more confident. Aurora usually likes to hang in the background a little bit more.
exactly. So we're seeing, yeah, Alana here, who again is the more confident one. Aurora, who maybe bides her time and waits for her sister to say what's what. Look at that, Olivia. By Instagram. Did you see that?
No.
Oh,
We're still trying to figure that
yeah, I keep
out.
on trying to figure out when that Instagram thing pops up. But Pandora P just sent 500 stars. Thank you for that, Pandora. First of all. And I was
Don't
trying to,
don't do it
I
to me,
was trying
Judson.
to
Don't do
see if
it.
I was going to be able to put that face on Olivia,
I don't think it's gonna
but
work.
I don't, and I appreciate it regardless. But
Yeah.
but just to give a summary of what happened, and thanks again for those stars, Pandora, is a little snow sloughed off the roof, and it caught you by surprise. That would have scared me, Miss Aurora. But you can see right on the cabana there's a little snow. It's above freezing today, and as that snow thawed, it kind of sloughed off the roof, and Aurora said, "Yowzer, that's scary." And Alana, as we saw, had a little bit different of a reaction and was a little bit more passive about it. So both parties are fine, and I think that that's a good learning point, and we'll mention to the caretaking staff that maybe any habitats that have cabanas inside of them that we want to roof rake and snow rake them. Yeah, she says, "I'm no worse for the wear. I'm ready to
Yeah.
stalk you. I'm ready to stalk you."
Yeah. What do you think?
And there she is, even kind of blazing her own trail
Yeah,
here, which
she
is
is.
unique to see from a lion. So as we've been mentioning, the lions don't really mind the snow. They do like having pathways, but Aurora truly blazing her own trail through the habitat here. Looks like she's slowly but surely making her way over to her percher platform. Well, we're gonna hang out for a little bit longer. Truthfully, we're gonna have a busy, busy day here. Just kind of getting our ducks in a row for a weekend. Uh, we dispatched our two interns to help out with some last bit of snow shoveling that's happening, and just kind of gotta make sure we dot our I's and cross our T's before the weekend. I'm
Absolutely.
glad we're getting a little cat time in
I
regardless.
know, and I'm mesmerized by these two.
Yeah. Yeah, Gino.
I know,
Let's get our
Gino.
GQ moment for the
Yes,
day
as he turns
here.
his head
Yeah.
perfectly. You're a
Daria, I agree
model.
with that. Alana and Aurora deserve a little extra chicken drummy.
Yeah. We'll be sure to put that in the notes.
Yes. That's funny that you mentioned that. Liz Green checking in on the Ukraine Pride on the Watch Wildcats cam, and maybe they're not always in the camera, but mentioning how you can see evidence of all the paw prints that are kind of scattered around their habitat and how active that group has been. And that's Gino being woken up by a pair of birds that just landed over on the fencing over here. It certainly is springtime here. Hearing more bird chirps, and I can only imagine when this snow melts. Believe it or not, that grass is gonna start getting green very, very soon.
There's the Ukraine pride. They heard you talking about him.
There we go. Just kind of flipping through some comments. Looks like the hijinks is kind of brought up front here. Olivia, since they just made their way into the frame, we will go and walk over and and say hi to the Ukraine Pride, and then sign off. I think
All
that'll
right.
be just
All of Pride
perfect.
Prairie. That sounds great to
Yeah,
me.
I think that's a great little full encompassing lion live, if you ask me. And Olivia, you weren't here yesterday, or was it Wednesday?
Wednesday when you
Wednesday.
did your hour-long
The
sanctuary
sanctuary
trek
trek, and I lost my
and
footing,
you
and I
fell. Yeah.
fell.
I'm trying not to fall right
Exactly.
now.
That's what I
Yes.
was just mentioning. Is at least if you're here, I'll either take you
Well,
down
I
with
was about to
me.
say,
I'll take you down with me, or you'll be able to point and laugh
we're
at me.
going down together, I think. We're tethered.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Yeah, we'll take the road. That was the other thing that I learned during my trek is how I've forgotten that marching through the snow while talking is maybe not the easiest thing to
No,
do.
it's not.
All right, but again, so happy to have all of you along with us. We've been spending some time with some of our rescued resident lions here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Of course, it's Friday, the end of the week, another week of double donations going twice as far for the rescues here. It's more snow kind of sloughing off of the Memorial Pavilion to my right. But a busy week nonetheless. We are highlighting our fourth wish of Miracle Match.
Third wish.
Third wish, I
Third
apologize. I'm already working towards next
Yes.
week, Olivia. But highlighting our third wish of Miracle Match of sustaining our internship program. Tammy did a great job of kind of going into a little bit more detail about the types of sacrifices and just what our internship does and how we're sending these people out into the world with the skills that they've learned here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. So it's been a full week. And then, of course, we got snow.
Yes.
So
On top of it all.
not
Yeah.
to mention just all the awesome ways that you guys are making a difference for the cats here, but just a lot of things have been happening on the ground. But who do we have here? This looks like
Yeah,
Stephania.
that's what I think.
And then we have the big bad Taras behind us. And then that'd be Lacia and Prada back on the cave. Also, it would be worth mentioning a happy Easter to those who celebrate. It's Easter Sunday this weekend. Daisy got a fun egg paper paper mache, exactly.
Yeah,
I
super,
was about to say
super
paper
cool.
crochet. Paper
Yeah, you got the right idea.
egg paper
Yeah.
mache enrichment, and Daisy had a blast with that. Timo and Joe also made some fun Easter enrichment that they were cycling around with the hybrid cats. So there'll certainly be some festive photos to be
Yes,
seen
for
over the
sure.
weekend.
I don't think the Easter Bunny would come to the Wildcat Sanctuary. Dangerous place to be,
I
huh,
don't think
Taras?
so either. He hippity hippity hop, and that'd be the end of that.
Yeah.
Pandora P saying they are so big. You are exactly right. Big and hairy.
Yeah, I was about to say we need
This,
a main update.
yeah, this
We need
one
a
in
main update.
particular. Taras was really looking rather funny with his mane when it was wet the other day with some of the wet snow that we had.
And you could really see that dark color come through too
Yeah.
when his mane was wet. I was really impressed. You've been saying, Judson, that he's gonna look like Leo, and I think I'm really now starting to see it even on the front of his shoulders here.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, I think that's going to be the area that we'll notice it the most is kind of coming in on his chest. Is you're just going to get more and more of that big hairy necklace, basically, Mr. Taras. And so, as it is, these three are the siblings. Prada is the surrogate member of this family, but it'd be Taras here. This is Lacia in front of me. Lacia, we're able to easily identify her because she has a little mark on her nose that you might see there. But otherwise, we kind of look at the head shape that Olivia and I have talked about between Stephania, her sister, back there.
But we were commenting this morning, Judson, that especially when they were younger, those two are very hard to tell apart,
Very.
similar to Aurora and Alana.
Exactly. Exactly. And definitely as they've grown, not only the physical characteristics, but also just how they behave among one another too, I think gives a great kind of way to figure out who's who as well.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to see what
Prada's in her
Prada's
own little
going.
world.
Yeah.
She really is in a league all of her own. What are you doing over there?
Well, she says one pawing
I know,
around.
she's digging.
Up to no good.
I know.
Yeah. Guess I'm just a lioness enjoying a day. A day living wild at heart. Well, that's nice. We've seen Gino and Sofi. Oh, looks like we might be seeing a stock here. We've got to see Alana and Aurora. And of course, it wouldn't be a trip to Prairie without seeing the Ukraine Pride and a little lion hijinks.
Of course. Lots of lion time today.
Yeah, lots of lion time indeed. But I'm seeing a lot of happy Easters to one another in the comments, so thanks for doing that. And again, a happy Easter to everyone if you celebrate. Olivia, you have your family coming into town, so you're going to have a nice weekend. I'm
very excited.
I'm sure that will be pleasant.
Yeah, my parents are here, and after work I'm going to go see them, and I haven't seen them in a few months, so
Marvelous,
that'll be nice.
Marvelous. That's going to be awesome. I'm excited for you. And here comes Mr. Taras. He says, what do we have here?
Hi, handsome.
Speaking of an Easter bunny, that microphone looks like a little bunny.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, cool, everyone. I'm just so glad that we got to get outside, spend some time with the cats. Truthfully, I'm a little fortunate for it because it's just such a beautiful day and a little fresh air with the cats who we all love and support. Does a lot for me, and I know it does a lot for you all well. What do you think, Mr. Handsome Man?
You're very handsome.
And he says, yes, sirree. Well, cool. Thank you, everyone, for checking in with us today, and we are looking forward to seeing you back here on Monday. Not without a little lion chase here. Here comes Prada.
Oh, wow. Did you see that? She just cleared Taras.
Wow.
That was a good jump, Prada.
And in typical fashion of, Judson trying to wind down.
I know. They said, not yet.
Yeah,
we need our spotlight.
Trying to wind down a live post of the Wildcat Sanctuary. They just want to turn up the heat again. Oh, well. Well, regardless, everyone, thanks again for tuning in today. Have a happy Easter this Sunday, and we'll see you back here on Monday at the Wildcat Sanctuary.
Thanks, everyone.